questions to the hater. Why is it so easy for you to be in comparison to others, in competition with others, when this comparison itself does not bring joy to you, but makes you more destructive from within, envious and jealous and hateful, spiteful, destructive? Why aren't you interested in finding out who you are? Why don't you want to know who you are? Or do you think this lower level of hate and rage and fakeness and pretense that you are is all that you are? Is this what you are made of? Is this your potential, your full potential? Who gets to be you when you neglect yourself so much? So much so that you dive into other streams and paths where you find justification by destroying others. Who gets to be you? Who shall be you? Who is you? When can we meet you? When can we meet this highest version of yourself? The one that is in contrast of what you hate in others. This one that is perfect, makes no mistakes, but finds fault in others. When can we meet this person? When? We want to meet this person and learn from this person. When can we meet this person? When is the mask falling off? When are you becoming your true self? Why should we applaud you whenever you do bad things to other people? Why should you even expect to be rewarded for such things? Others are going to say, no, it's because evil exists and evil rewards those that do evil. Can't speak for evil because evil is as complicated as good. Why do we live this life like we don't have choices? Like someone is pulling us with a neck and making us do things, forcing us, making us hate, making us do bad things to ourselves. When we feel so low and so hurt from within, from the things that others probably did to us or things that we ourselves just feeling. Why can't we confront those feelings? Why do we want to cover them up with projections to other people, with justifications? Didn't you say you were it? Didn't you say you were the it girl, it boy to your friends, your foes, when you are attacking the other one, saying he is nothing and therefore you are it? Didn't you say that? So if you are it, then why spend time following them, stalking them, speaking about them badly? You were it. You are it. You're the best, aren't you? You're the contrast of what you are fighting, what you're trying to destroy. Because what you're trying to destroy, you have convinced yourself and others that it is bad, it is evil. Therefore, you have the right, just like the American government has the right to rule everyone all over the world and tell them what to do and what not to do, because they give themselves this divine right to rule everyone else and be it at every person's or country's doorstep and say, hey, we came here. Why? Why can't you be yourself? Why is it so easy for you to sell your soul to these demonic entities, these lower vibrational things that keeping us back, holding us back, keeping this aggregate energy of all of us that we're supposed to be benefiting from, creating from, so that we can move this planet's consciousness forward? Why are you taking us back? Why do you vote for regression? Support regression? Why is it so easy for you to destroy your own self, your own family, your own kids, your own friends, your own co-workers, your own teammates, your own roommates, your own street mates, your own members, your own neighbors? Why is it so easy? Without any probable cause for the cause that you feel entitled to be in within other people's lives, doing and creating, so that you can change the course of their own lives, those other people that you feel you are entitled to. Why? When you don't have control over your own life, why? When you yourself are not yet that contrast that you're telling people that you are, why then? Why spend so much time trying to destroy when you already convince people that that which you are trying to destroy is of no consequence? It is nothing. It is so useless that you laugh at it, you mock it. Then why spend so much energy after it, keeping track of what it is doing, who it is doing with, if it is a nothing to you, if it has no impact? If to you and the other people that you are obviously connected to about this energy, about this person, the friend of my friend, enemy of my enemy is my friend, because we have one common enemy that you created in your own minds with your perceptions, and therefore now you're keeping this fight going on because your perceptions are not aligned to the truth, to the reality. Your perceptions are false narratives that you gave yourselves when you saw whatever that you did not agree with and said, that needs to be destroyed. Because it does not move like I want to move, like I thought I should be moving. It's moving on its own. It does not need my validation for it to move. Then why should we then think that you yourself possess that validation? If you can't even give it to yourself, then why are we here discussing this? Why conferences, group chats, caucuses come together to discuss only one thing that they all have in common? That we all don't have the correct self-esteem, the correct self-confidence, but we're not going to do that, talk about that, which is so important. We're going to talk about someone else whom we all going to feel better when we plan to destroy. Maybe with this destroying, coming together to form this will somehow give us confidence, give us an ounce of self-esteem. For we don't know how to love, what to love, how to be confident. What is confidence even? Why are we here discussing this? Discussing you discussing them not even knowing that you're discussing them, but you make it your business. Your business. If it is your business, then maybe you should text them. Then they should send you some taxes for you to do them, pay them, since you are in their business. But you wouldn't even know your own business, since your mind is elsewhere. And therefore, who is minding you is minding your business. Who shall be you when you're all outside yourselves trying to be something that you are not, who shall be you living this life? Who shall be? Necessitated by whatever that we are feeling, controlled by our own egos that we cannot put a hold on because we just want it to be, we just want to have control, dominion, that which this system has subjugated us, made us feel inferior, and therefore whomever that we see, think, and feel that we can also feel that way, we will do so. Because we are not interested in finding out who we are, what can we do, what our dreams, what is that we were bestowed with. For everyone has something they came with, but when we die, only a few were interested in finding out what that was and used it. Most of us are just going with the flow. And if we are going with the flow, then why do we have a problem with those that are interested in finding out what is it that they came with? No one is fighting you, no one is stopping you from finding out what you came with, but no, you don't want to do that. In fact, you are so good at lying to yourself that you do want that, but you don't want that other people to find that. You just don't. You're not okay. Is this pathologically happening? The pathology. Are you born with this defect? Is it a defect even? Or is it something that we learn from our mothers, fathers, uncles, people from the streets, or other friends who also learned it from somewhere else? Where do we get this nonsense? And maybe we're still going to shift this blame and say, it's the devil. The devil came and took over us, for we let him do so because of all these feelings we had, which correspond with his frequency of hate, pride, ignorance, low self-esteem, low confidence, low confidence, no concept even of this confidence or self-esteem, no self-worth, no self-respect. For self-respect, even the word respect itself means to look at yourself again, maybe from a different vantage point. Respect, meaning again or repetition, and spect from the Latin verb spectare, to look at. Why is it so easy for you not to be yourself? Why is it so easy for you to destroy yourself in this illusion that you have bought, being sold by low vibrational demons, energies that are attached to you, that convince you that no, that person living their life is disrespectful to you. They should come to you and ask for permission and say, hey, Sire Shile, I live my life the way I want to live it, Sire. Sire, could you give me your blessings, Sire, to be me, Sire? But at the same time, how can I call you Sire when you don't know your worth, when you don't know yourself? How can you be king, queen, emperor, empress of your own kingdom when you don't know you have a kingdom, when you don't know who you are as a king, queen, emperor, empress? How can I respect you? How can I? He knows himself. Besides just clapping for you for destroying other people, because that's what you want. You want us to say, hey, yes, for you have bought all these things you watch on television that tells that your vision of the Hollywood that's casting a spell on this thinking and imaginative capacity and capability that you have. But no, you have to believe it, because it seems like they did it to you. They lied to you. They convinced you of other things that you believed and bought. and thought as true, and therefore everyone else has to suffer that truth, suffer that illusion that you are not willing, able to see, even if when you see, you don't want to accept. Even when you see, you don't want to actually see. You don't know what you're looking at. Why are we so full of hate? It's even weird that we disguise this hate as for something else other than for ourselves, because we are so perfect, serene and clean and spruce, aren't we? Telling others what to do with their own lives, how to live their own lives, when we have no idea whatsoever about what to do with ours. That gives us something to go with, to work with. 30 seconds of fame, independence and confidence, shallow victory. Like, yeah, I destroyed him, guys. Yeah. Yeah, you knew me back in the days, but you don't know me now. And I don't know you. And I don't presume to. But you are bothered by the fact that you used to know someone 15 years, 10 years, 8 years, 5 years ago, and now you don't know them because they didn't come to you and say, can I start living my life the way I want? Can I live my life according to me and not come to you and ask for validation for the things that I used to tell you about and you said I couldn't do, and now that I'm doing them, now you are angry? How come? What did you lose that makes you angry? Did you maybe think the things you were saying to this person not to do the things that they want to do in their lives was giving you power, satisfaction? This was accumulation of confidence, false one even, so that when they did leave you, it started falling off. You started seeing your true self that you hated all this time, because these cracks were not supposed to be seen by others, because you masked them so well by destroying, controlling, and putting the blame on others and saying, he is the one who's putting these cracks. But these cracks were there with you through your childhood, were there with you before you even met this individual, but you believe so badly, just as you were convinced that you should convince others that they shouldn't do what they're supposed to do in their own lives, because you aren't doing anything with yours. And therefore, anyone who's doing anything is offensive to you, is offending you, is going against the grain for which you bestowed to this world, the grain for which you are the divine giver of, the grain, this systematic illusion, normality that you are in charge of. You are the God of the day, telling people what to do, how to be, and why they should be. If not, you destroy. If not, you slander. If not, gossip. If not, no, they can't do that because it's against your perception of how you perceive them to be. And then, why? Didn't you say you were the shit? Didn't you say you knew better? Didn't you say you could do better? Didn't you say you got it? Didn't you say you were better than the one that you are trying to destroy? They didn't even do anything to you that warrants your behavior. Didn't you say these people were bugs, quote unquote, of no consequence, as you can just squash them whenever you feel like squashing, stepping on them, because that's what you're used to. You're not used to working authentically for yourself, within yourself, to create something from scratch. But no, you wait for others to do something and you snatch it, you steal it, claim ownership of it. One, you didn't do anything for it. And then those that are around you not knowing what you are doing, in fact, feeling the same way you feel, maybe having the same feelings with you, they're scared to confront themselves, and therefore they clap hands for you. They say, you're the one. Because though people know you are not the one, they're just feeling similar to you, vibrating at the same frequency with you. And therefore, they're afraid to tell you you're wrong because they've already seen how unreasonable you are, illogical, insane, pathological, narcissistic, that you are to things that don't even need you to be, to lives that you mean zero to, nothing to, but neglecting your own